Hello, folks. It's Cindy here from Hooked on Crafts. I hope everybody's having a great day. I know you're surprised to see me, right? It's only been a couple weeks, but I have been super busy, and my first market is September 1st for the fall season. So I am in full fledged market prep mode. So I've been working on a ton of things around me here. Seems like a ton to me, anyways. Maybe for some of you guys, that's just a week's worth. But for me, this is a lot of merchandise. So I thought I would share with you what I've been working on and some of the new patterns that I've been testing out. I did get all of my stuff that I've been making out, and I'm sorry I didn't film that, but I spread it all out all over my living room, separated it all by items, made sure I had tags on the things that are going to need tags. I've got some more of my chalkboard signs, and I'll show you those. Hold on one second. So I bought myself some new chalkboard signs. These are the ones that I purchased, and I'm going to open them up here and just to show you how they come and what they look like. And I do not price all of my items. I usually just try to put these little chalkboard signs up. Now they do come with extra little stickers. I'm assuming that's if your chalkboard stuff doesn't come off very well. But I got 10 of these in this box, and then I got 10 of just the regular square ones. Now on the back, they have the little legs. You just open them up and you put the legs together, and then they kind of sit on the table. And that is how I typically will sign my stuff for my craft shows, because I want the customer to be able to see that price and draw them in. My stuff I price very reasonable. A lot of my small items are $10, medium size 20 to 25, and then my large size things are like 30 all the way up to 100. But those are very few and far between. I mostly try to concentrate on minis and small items for my shows. So $5 to $10 items, maybe 15. I got quite a few 15 this time. I'm going to try that out and see how it works. I know a lot of you folks get 15 for little bitty items. I'm not going to do that. I like having those $10 items. I think it's a great price point for folks that have several little kids and their families. So that's typically my pricing strategy. I also bought some new liquid markers because the last time, if you remember, I did not. And they come with lots of different colors. I haven't tried them yet, but it comes with the rainbow of colors. We'll see how these work. They have a little nib on them. So I'm just going to write my prices on there. And like I said, pricing is one of my strategies. I like to keep things like a $5, $10, $15 amount. I think that's easy if you're handling cash. And I also think it's easy for folks that are buying things. I know when my kids were little, when we went to craft shows or markets, I would say, okay, you've got $10 you can spend on whatever you want. And when my kids were little, that was, I mean, I have two children, so that was $20 plus then whatever I wanted. And I never had a ton of money just to blow at craft shows. And I wanted to be able to take them too. So, that was a treat for us anyways. Okay, I don't want to waste your time, so we're just going to kind of jump right into it. Some of these things you will see. Sorry, I'm reaching for my bag here. Many of you know I'm going to throw my stuff back into this little bag, and then I will put it in my. And I will show you that when I do my market prep, my setting up for the market video. I'll show you the bags that I buy. I buy cute little storage bags. I know a lot of people buy the clear ones so that they can see in them, but I don't necessarily want people to see in my bag as I'm bringing stuff in. I have these cute little bags that have cows all over them, and I think it kind of is fitting for plushies and stuff. They're just for little kids. So I don't know. So the first thing I have, last time I showed you a ton of turtles. I've been making a ton of turtles. I bought this yarn at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. I think I got it for $1.24, $1.74, something crazy like that. But I love how these work up on turtles. So I have made quite a few of these. I've still got two weeks, um, approximately 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to my show, and I'll probably make a few more of these because I think turtles are going to be a good seller all around. I did put the sinker eyes on this guy. Okay, guys, I asked this last time and I really didn't get too many comments. When you put your eyes in, when they have this offset pupil, do you put the pupil going down? Do you put them going to the side? Do you put them going up? How are you putting your eyes in? I tend to like mine going down kind of towards the front. Let me know in the comments below. Am I putting those in right? I don't know. I also made a few more little ghosts. Oh, a few more little ghosts. Sorry, my stuff is falling. So I got a couple more of these guys. And then I was on Etsy looking at patterns and I saw a pattern for this cute little cat ghost. And I'm kind of cheap. I did not buy the pattern, but I thought, oh, that shouldn't be too hard. Just black baubles. I could come up with something for the ear. I did notice that I saw it on Instagram the other day. Someone was posting, and hers has a tail, which I couldn't see from the Etsy picture, but I'll probably add a tail to mine too. I thought that was really cute. But I've only made one of these so far, but I might make a couple because I don't know, it's just something different and cute. I don't want to make too many holiday themed ones. Really, the first show is the only one I'm going to get to do Halloween stuff for because my next show then isn't till November. And so Halloween will already be over by then. But I don't know. I like making the little ghosts. I think they're adorable. And then I told you last time I needed to concentrate on a few more of my bigger items. So I've got a couple cows. I also did a black one. I just noticed I didn't get a tail on my black one, and I haven't got a patch on him yet. I don't know if I'm going to put the little bags on all of them. I don't know. Do you think it's necessary? I do think it makes them really cute. I haven't decided yet. I may end up making little bags, like a strawberry bag for the hot pink one, and I like to make like an Oreo little purse for this one. I'll probably set him aside and do that today because I do think it adds a little something something to the cows. Let's see. I'm looking around here at all the other things. I did make two more of the cheeky turtles. And if you guys have never seen the cheeky turtles, why they're called that, it's because they got the booty. But yeah, I made a couple more of these. I'm gonna put them with my booty frogs, and it's just a fun little thing. Um, Posh Yarn came back in at my Joann's, and I happened to notice that when I was online looking that there are some new colors coming, and I cannot wait for the new colors. And you're gonna see why here in a minute, because I want to try to make a few Grinch out of this glow worm green, and they're gonna have a red in the new colors, and that I use that for a scarf, and you'll see that I have him coming up. Stay tuned. Let's see. I'm looking around to what I want to do next. So I made a few more of the little baby Yodas. These will be $10 items, and then I also made one more of the bigger Yodas. Now this guy I'm gonna sell for 20 with my large whale, 15 or 20. I think I put 20 on these. They work up really fast, but I think Yoda is cute. Have you guys tried to sell Yoda at your craft shows? And if so, are they selling? That's the $64,000 question. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to do a few things that I've already made and get those out of the way and save the new ones for the end. Okay, so I've been making a few little chickens. I think I'm going to throw these in my $5 bin. If you watched last time, and you'll see a few more things I made with this yarn, I got this yarn also at Hobby Lobby on the clearance when they had their 70% off clearance. So he's got fuzzies all over him. And I thought it would make a great chicken color, which it does make a great chicken color, but they come out so small. I thought that they would be bigger. I did make a few cats out of this, and I might make a few more cats out of it because I think they make cute kittens too. But I think since I already got those made up, I'm going to do those in my $5 bin. They're just fun. They work up really quick. Now, let's talk about snakes. I see a lot of people making snakes. I also like to make snakes. This is my big snake that I make. It is a pattern. I will list it down below, but it is Sydney the Snake on Etsy. This is one I bought last year, and I've made them. I like to twist mine like a pretzel, usually with its head up and the tail going down, like so, and set them on my table. Now, this is a pretty big snake. I sell this one for $20. So I typically try and do a $20 snake. And then I was watching Tara at Old Soul Factory. Hi, Tara, if you're watching. Her and her mom, Stacy, both have a YouTube channel, and I love to watch them. It is Stacy Makes and Old Soul Factory. But she was making a no stuff snake one time when I was watching her, and I searched and searched to see if I could find that video where she was making that so I could tell which one she was making. I never did find it, but I did go on Instagram. I started looking around and I found Jake the snake. And this is Jake. And his head is really cute. He really does look like a snake head, in my opinion. And he is a no stuff snake. Now, he's only about, I want to say he's only 6, maybe 7 stitches around. So he feels, I mean, as fluffy as this yarn is, I mean, you can tell there's no stuffing in there, but he is pretty solid. So I thought this would make a great $10 item. So I went on the snake craze. So I have 2. And this was this Hobby Lobby yarn, again, that was on clearance that matched the yellow one. And here's another one. And you can tell sometimes I kind of do my own thing. The heads don't exactly match. I must have missed a stitch or something. And guys, I do not count how many rows. So all my snakes are a little unique, and they all have their own personalities and size, just like in nature, right? And then I had some leftover. This is Posh. I believe this is Posh yarn. I had a little ball of purple, and I decided to try to make a snake. So I had that one. And then I had some little, 2 little balls. And so I decided to make this guy striped. And so here he is. So we got 2, 4, 5, and one more makes 6. So I've made 6 of these guys. These are perfect for when you're watching TV, not doing anything. Salem has climbed into my bag that I want to put my plushies in. So here's the size difference if you guys are wondering. So this is my big snake. This is Sydney the snake. I do stuff him as I go. And then these guys are all Jake the snake. And I will put across the top here the name of the creator for this pattern on Instagram. I personally love it. I think it's going to work at, I think the kids are going to love the little $10 guy because he's not as much an investment. And, even if their mom gives them $20 and they can pick out 2 things versus the one, these are great stash busters. If you just got a small ball of yarn, if you've got 2 small balls of yarn, make them striped. I don't cut my yarn. I just carry it with me as I go in these guys. So I made his tail the same as I made the head. And I think they turn out super cute. I like to add, sorry if you can hear my dog clanking around, but that's just life here. I really like the stripes on the blue one. And the $20 ones, I spend more time. I count the stripes. I try to count the rows in between so that everything looks even Steven. On these little $5 ones, they're probably going to be solids or variegated yarn and whatever I have, and I'll just stripe them as I go like I did this guy. And I think I hope people buy these because I like using all my little scraps and all the little balls that I have. That's just something I do. Now, last season, I made a great big jellyfish, and I hadn't made any jellyfish this year. And I was looking at my yarn. I just wanted to get a few different things made, and I was tired of making the same old things. So I made a couple jellyfish. This again is that clearance yarn at Hobby Lobby, and this is Sweet Snuggles light from Michaels. So they turned out pretty similar in size. I used the same size hook. I thought this guy looked very oceany in the blue, so I liked him. So we have two of those this time. And then I wanted to try some new patterns. Some of these I had, some of these are free, and some I bought. The first one, I was watching Maddie, and I talked about her the last time, and her mom one were making these little wiener dogs, and sorry, he's got fuzz coming out of him. And I had a little bit of posh left in the brown, and I'm like, I'm going to try to make him. And this is really a keychain, so he's pretty small. Let's see here, compared to the jellyfish, right? Jellyfish is probably going to be a $15 item. This guy's going to be a $10 item. I think he's small, but I still think I can get $10 out of him. And if my Joann's gets any more of this color yarn in, I'll make a few more of these. I may go into Michael's today. They have the terracotta in stock with the Sweet Snuggles light, and I may buy a couple of those. I thought I did pretty good with his nose. I'm not a huge person that does embroider, but I think his nose looks pretty good. His ears were very unique in how they were made, and I was worried they weren't going to look very good, but I think they turned out super cute. I don't know. I just think he's cute. And again, he was supposed to be a keychain. I just made him with a bigger hook and a bigger size yarn, and that's what I got. And then next, I've been wanting to make some aliens, and like I said, I bought some of the Posh yarn, the Big Twist Posh yarn from Joann's, and I wanted to make some little aliens. So this is a Madeline Mako pattern. So I made two in the green with the hot pink. Sorry, she's a little wonky because she's been in the bag. And then I made two pink ones. I want to see how the aliens do. I personally think they're adorable. I think they're really cute. And I don't know. I hope the kids like them because I kind of enjoy making those with big eyes. And then I put the hot pink cheeks on it. For the pink one, I put green cheeks on this one. I don't know. Do you guys think that's weird? Or do you think that's okay? I don't know. I think they're like best buds. So I wanted them to match. And maybe they'll buy them too, like a boy and a girl, maybe. I don't know. Best friends. I don't know. So then that's that. So then I also talked last time, I wanted to try and get a few little Grinches made. So I did. And this is a PlushiCo pattern. I've had it for a while. I've had it since last year. And this is how he works out. Now this is Parfait Chunky in the lime green, and he's pretty little. I'm not gonna lie. Let's show him here next to my alien. And I thought about making him out of the Posh even in this color. I really like this color, and I bought some of it just for this. So I was using that up because that is the specific thing I bought it for. So I made three of these little guys, and I would like to probably make a few more. And then I wanted to see if I could make him bigger because I want to charge at least $15 for him. And he is pretty small, but I don't know, he's cute. He's themed. I'm going to try to get 15. Then I went to Joann's, and my Joann's never has, sorry, he's got stuff. He needs lint rolled. Uh, my Joann's never has just the lime green brunette in stock. I don't know if it's just one that they don't carry or what, but they had the sparkle. I don't know if you can tell, if you can catch any of the sparkles or not. Maybe not. But in person, you can definitely see the sparkle. And he is a little bit different shade, but I think he still works. I think people will still know that he's the Grinch. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think he's adorable. So, but these little guys, I think are super cute. I almost want to do these in the just Chanel cones that I have and try to make them small enough so they could be a Christmas tree ornament. The only thing is there is no red that I'm aware of in the just Chanel. Huh, Premiere, if you're watching, I need a red in just Chanel, please. Red. What I thought about just trying to use regular acrylic yarn for his scarf and use the just Chanel, which I may try. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I may just go to the store and see if I can find like a skinny Chanel yarn in red. If anybody knows of a skinny Chanel yarn in red that would pair well with the just Chanel yarn, which I think he'll turn out about this size in the just Chanel because I make him in a much with a smaller hook. If I use like a G size hook, if I use him with a G-sized hook, I don't know what millimeter that is. I use the letters for my crochet hooks. I know they're different in all different sizes or whatever, but I still like to use the letters. But I use the G-size hook if I want to make it tiny. When I make my chicken keychains with the Just Chanel, I try to use that and I need to look at those because I do have a red comb on my chicken keychains that I made last year and I must have just used regular acrylic for those. I don't know what yarn I used to put the comb part on. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on, guys. Oh, I got a few more things. Hold on one second. Okay, so I also have this TRex, and this is a Mary Makes pattern. It's free on her blog. This is the Big Twish plush yarn. Oh, and it is really thick. It is thicker than Bernat Blanket, I think. It kind of makes my hands a little sore when I work with it. I know some people say that that's not the case with them. But I bought this olive green and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. So I ended up making a T-Rex. Now the black stripe is Bernat Blanket and it is a little bit smaller. I don't think it matters. I think he still looks very proportioned correctly. But yeah, so I got another one of these guys made. So, anyways, and then I made a few more stingrays. Again, stingrays are great stash busters. If you've got little balls of yarn sitting around, and that's exactly what these were, it doesn't take very much yarn at all to make these, and you can pop them out in, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I use 10 millimeter eyes for mine. So I don't know. I'm going to throw those in the $5 bin. I think the $5 bin is going to be a hit. And then when I was doing my inventory and trying to see what I had, what I didn't have, I had a lot of keychains, but they were mostly whales. You guys remember a few videos back, I'd done a ton of whales when I was on my trip to Chicago, and I did some little stingray also on that trip. But I kind of wanted to get a few more staples. So I have chickens. I still need to make a few more chickens. But I didn't have hardly any of my little froggies. So I made a few froggies. I believe this is also a free pattern on Instagram. I've had it for a while. And a lot of times for me, I also have been working on a few little octo keychains. If I forgot to put this in. So again, this is the just Chanel yarn. I've got 6 cones of it in different colors. So I'm just doing a few at a time, making my way to those. I'm using the balls that I have first that I got at the Dollar Tree, and then I'll switch over to the cones. I need to do a few bees. I haven't done very many bees this time because I think bees are on their way out. I don't know. If you guys are doing shows now, are people still buying bees? I don't know. All right. A lot of times for me, if it's a really short pattern, I don't want to have to look it up every time on Instagram. I will put it in my notes on the app on my phone and I'll just type it in you know, if it's only 10, 20 rows and I don't want to have to look it up every time, I just do that because it's easier for me to find and I don't have to fuss with it. I also use an app for my patterns, and I don't know if a lot of crocheters know about this app. And if you guys would like to learn more about it, it's a free app. It's called Knit Companion, and I can pull it up. Hang on one second. I'll get my iPad and see if I can pull it up for you guys. Okay, guys, let me I'm gonna kind of jump out of here. So this is my iPad. This is what the app looks like. It's a ball of yarn, and you're just gonna click on it. And what you do is, this is the Sydney the Snake pattern that I use, guys. You can see what I like about this app is it's got this little yellow highlighted bar, and when I'm in the pattern, you can put that on the row you're on. This, you can pay for this, and it has a few more features which one day I will do, because I use it all the time. And I think it's, see, I think it's only, so you can use the free version or you can buy the version. I just say no thanks. I don't want to buy it. And so what I do is I have my library then of patterns in here, and you can search them from Ravelry, from you know, if you buy them on Etsy. I have not been able to do the ones that I find on Ribbler. I'm sure there's a way, but I haven't figured it out yet. I don't mess with Ribbler that much, honestly. I don't think it's very user friendly. I know some people have problems with Ravelry, but when I knit, I really appreciate Ravelry, because I like being able to see all the different projects people make with different yarns. I think it's really easy to search. I think it's user friendly. I know I may be in the minority there, but I just love it. And then, you know, when you purchase a pattern, you download it and then you just send it to this app. And if you pay for the paid version, you can put notes in the pattern, like what size hook you're using or what yarn you're using, so that if you have a huge project and you want to go back to it, that you can do that pretty easy. But I personally love this. If you guys would like to learn more about the Knit Companion and how I use it for my crochet stuff, let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure I can do a screen record and all of that kind of stuff where we can see it a lot better than me holding it up to you. If you're interested on that, I use that app all the time. I hardly ever print out my patterns anymore. It's a waste of ink, it's a waste of paper. I'm just not going to do it. I know a lot of people are old school and they like to mark it off. That's all fine and dandy. Also, when you're in here, you can also count rows and stuff. Let's see if I can get it to come up. I don't really want to show somebody's pattern, but I will kind of just pull it up. I'll just pull it up. This is the teeny tiny pal alien that I just bought from Madeline Mako. But if you notice on the side over here, you can, there's buttons with numbers, and you click those and they go up and down and you can reset them. And so like if you have 20 rows of one thing and you don't want to lose count, you just click that every time and it shows you, it marks your place for you. So I love that. There's also, it also has like this little bar that goes across this way. And like if there's stuff on one side and the other, you can mark where you're at there, which is great for folks. Salem is climbing up here. See, he wants to be right by me. Come on. You coming over here? Come on. Can you make it? Can you make it? Is it a long jump? He is so curious about what I'm doing all the time. He is such a cute little guy. But anyways, if you guys are curious about learning about that, I'd be happy to do a video and show you a few things. If I do that, I may do the paid for version, and just bite the bullet maybe after my show when I have a little extra cash and spend some of that on that, because I do use this app all the time. I highly recommend it. Try it out if you guys have if you, have a way to store your patterns. Then if your computer crashes or something, like I was watching Heather of Cottontail Crafts. I think it's Cottontail Crafts. I'll put it up here if that's wrong. And her computer crashed, and she was worried about having all of her files, finding all of her patterns, and all of that good stuff. If you would have this app, all you would have to do is sign back into this app, and it would have all your patterns there. That's unique to you. So you kind of run less of a risk of losing those patterns if something were to crash. It transfers. If you get a new phone, a new iPad, it's going to transfer with your app. um, I can really only speak for iPhones because that's what I have. But when I've gotten a new one and I just update everything, it automatically transfers over, which I personally love. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll be happy to do a little video on that. Until then, guys, I am in market prep mode, and the reason I'm doing this video today is because all my little bags were full and I need to transfer them to the bigger bags so that I can move on and keep creating. So let me know, when is your first big fall show? If you made it to the end, leave me a cow emoji. Give me a thumbs up. That really does help my channel. I appreciate everybody for spending time with me. I know time is at a minimum. Everybody's got a lot to do and very little time. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart if you're watching my videos and spending some time with me. Everybody have a great weekend. It's Friday here for me. I took the day off. So yeah, I'm just going to crochet away and do some fun things. Everybody else, see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.